What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, That Rude Boy, aka TheWavMan, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Hey, you already know what time it is, man. Blue Pill just came out, so we get into that Travis Scott. You did. We get into that Travis Scott vocal effect tutorial, man. We about to get straight into that thing after these messages.
No cowards. We touch it, it becomes ours. As long as the Eiffel Towers means you can get it in the shower.
What's good, YouTube, man? Thank you for coming back to the Wave Gang channel. You already know how we rocking, man. Hey, if you ain't subscribed already, I don't know what you're doing. I'll wait for you. You can go ahead. Right down there. Not for real. But yeah, if you made it to the channel, man, congratulations, you won. You feel me? Alright, but all jokes aside, man, let's get into it, man. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, because the more thumbs up we get, the more videos coming. Like that. I know. Because the more thumbs up we get, the more videos come your way. You already know how we rockin', man. Spam up them comments. Let me know what else y'all want. Before we get into that, we got to make 2 shout outs. You already know how I rock on this channel, man. Stop playing with me, man. First shout out I want to give is to Ballaraj. Should pop up on the screen right here. The next shout out I want to give is to Young Dre, man. So shout out to y'all, man. If you want a shout out, you already know what to do. Go ahead and head to the Instagram. That Rude Boy on Instagram. And just leave a comment. You already know how I'm rocking, man. Let's get into this brang thing. Shout out to the producer who made this beat. Beats by Dinuzzo. He made the last Future beat. VA stand up. You already know how we rocking, man. Links in the description. Let's get into it. Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna get into today, man. Let's get it.
Late nights calling, I'm out often. Late nights calling, I'm up often. Late nights, nighttime, satisfied. Late nights, do this every night.
Alright, first thing we're gonna go across is the main vocal. So we're gonna get into the main vocal. So, for instance, like the verse right here.
I've been in this short since 1991. Straight up, any more. I got 4 girls on call. Yeah. If you want me now, then you can join the crowd. Yeah.
Alright, so the first thing we're gonna get into is the main vocal. So first of all, if you wanna be like Travis Scott, you have to sound like Travis Scott somewhat. So he kind of has a deeper, raspy voice, but he's very melodic in his way he chooses to go about his music. So first thing we want to get into is the auto-tune. If you watch my videos, you know by now that the auto-tune is largely dependent on the beat that you are given. So from the beat that you are given, then the auto-tune has a certain scale that it works with. So for this beat, D major worked, so that's what we did. We left for this Travis Scott one, I left the retune speed at 0, and I actually left the humanize at 0 as well, because Travis Scott does use auto-tune and it's very apparent. So it's pretty simple right there. So go ahead and just throw them things at 0. You already know how you rockin', man. Alright, so the next thing we did, we got the Maximus and we went to presets and we got the de-esser. This just takes out the sibilants, like the sound, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Next thing we did, we got the EQ, and with the EQ, we left the bass in there a little bit. So we did a high pass cut at 118. I did a bass cut at 243. This is basically where my natural bass tone is, and I just take it out, subtracts it, you know what I'm saying? And then I also did another one at 550, around 550, because it had a boxy kind of filtery frequency in there, so I wanted to take that out. And then I went ahead and boosted at 2K, around 2K, and I also boosted around 13K, so just to get that presence. So that's the EQ for that. Also, what I did was I boosted around 17K just to put that air over in a separate parametric EQ, so just to give that air over top. Next thing we got a compressor, a fruity compressor. I did an 8:1 ratio. I did a fast attack at a 15, and I did a -37 about threshold, just so it really activates. And the type I use vintage. And also this was where I kind of boosted the gain a little bit, just to regain some of the volume that I lost from compression. So I boosted the gain 6.6. The next thing we did, we went to the Soundcloud, and I used preset D. Reason being I use preset D is because it really brought out that bass presence that I needed to have a Travis Scott vocal. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and listen, and we're gonna turn it on and turn it off.
I've been in this short since 1991. Straight up, any, meeny, more. I got 4 girls on call. It's straight. If you want me now, then you can join the crowd. Yeah. If you want me now, then point yourself on now. Spirit.
All right, so as you guys can hear, it makes a big difference. So if you just play around with these, I feel like A usually has gives you it kind of enriches the highs. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like B does that as well somewhat, but more in the mid-range. And I feel like once you get to like C and D presets, that's when it starts to do the bass. These are like 2 different type of basses though. I feel like this one boosts around maybe like the 100K frequency presence, and this one probably does like 60K possibly. Just some guesses, you know what I'm saying? And basically I'm gonna also play it, and I'm gonna just show you guys the more and less you do it.
I've been in this short since 1991. Straight up, any, meeny, more. I got 4 girls on call. If you want me.
So basically I found a soft spot, and that's what I liked for this song. So that's what I did. All right. Now, the next major thing Travis Scott really does do in the Blue Pill song is he kind of uses, I would say, a chorus effect or like a flanger effect. You know what I'm saying? And basically this kind of like gives you more of a vibe, I would say, like, for lack of better words. It just gives you an atmosphere. So I'm going to play it with and without the flanger so you guys can hear it.
I've been in this short since 1991. Straight up, any, meeny, more. I got 4 girls on call. If you want me now, then you can join the crowd. If you want me now, then point yourself on now.
You know what I'm saying? So basically he has that effect on it. So this is one of the main things to get the Travis Scott effect, the flanger. So for the flanger, we use this right here. And this was just a preset. I was just flipping through and I found this one. Some of the other ones were a little bit too filtery, and you could clearly hear the filter, but I felt like this one stayed along the path of the main vocal best. So this is the one I used. Now, this is an optional Travis Scott effect. And basically it's just to give it that distortion, because Travis Scott is big on distortion all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? He has some of the loudest masters out there. Like, go listen. This dude, play a Travis Scott song and just play another song and you will hear Travis Scott songs are the loudest. Shout out to Mike Dean, man. Real life. But all right, back to what I was saying. Basically, this is optional. It's basically a distortion plugin that comes with FL Studios. It's called Fruity Fast Disc, short for distortion. Basically the preset that you would use is the heat. I'm lying. Not the heat. The one before the heat. So it's called something. The preset is something. It's a great name, by the way. But yeah, so basically I'll play the vocal with and without the distortion, and this is used a lot in Travis Scott vocals. For this, I didn't want to use it just because I like my vocals a little bit more clean. But if you want to dirty it up, ain't no problem. You already know how it rocking.
I've been in this short since 1991. Straight up, any, meeny, more. I got 4 girls on call. If you want me now, then you can join the crowd. If you want me now.
So as you guys can hear, it has a nice distortion, a harmonic distortion, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. You never want it to sound like it's literally like coming out of a guitar amp or nothing like that. So just the option you can use right there. And also, you know, in Travis Scott vocals, the reverb is very big. Stuff is very ambient. So what we did was we basically changed the room size and also threw up the wetness very high. So you can copy these down right here, and this is the reverb we used. And as you can see, we used the sub bus to control how much we want the actual reverb to be on the actual vocal. So this is what we got to. And for the delay, we basically click ping pong just so it bounces left and right. And also you want to cut, because this might be like down here, which means if you say delay, like, rolling y'all, but I like to cut it so it gives you more of a that type of effect, you know what I'm saying? I don't like my delays to actually be the same, you know, basically frequency all the way around. I like it to be cut. And I feel like in the Travis Scott Jones they're actually cut as well. So that's how we rocking. All right, so the next thing we're gonna get into is these ad-libs. So we're gonna get into this right here.
Straight up. It's slick.
So as you guys can clearly hear, this is a lot more, has a lot more flanger on it, and it also has, what can I say? It's just more ambient, and it's just more, you know, bouncy. So how we get that effect is clearly you're gonna want to change your delay, and you're gonna want to boost your actual, you know, use the sub bus to give yourself more delay. You know what I'm saying? Make it more affected on the vocal. So that's first of all. Then you want to change the timing so that it's repeating itself right after. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's slit. You know, like right after itself. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. It's slit.
Okay, and also what we did, we went ahead and changed the fruity flanger all the way up. Like on the main vocal, it was about around here. For this, you want to turn it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you guys hear the difference.
Straight up. It's slick.
So as you guys can hear, it's a clear difference. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically the only things we changed on the background vocal of the Travis Scott effect. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know if you guys heard, but there's some background vocals. Basically, the ad-lib track and the background track basically going hand in hand. So I use the same effects on the ad-lib tracks that I do on the background vocals as well. Now, for this one part that kind of is like it's kind of like a bridge hook, I'll play it for you right now. This was, I feel like, effect that was in the Blue Pill. That was in the Blue Pill song. So I thought this was appropriate to put in here. So let's listen to it.
Late nights I'll wake you up. From nights you get too drunk. Late nights I'll wake you up. Late nights, straight up. Late nights I'll wake you up. From nights you get too drunk. From nights you get too straight up. I be sipping up.
So as you guys can hear, it is slightly changed from the.
Late nights I'll wake you up.
It is slightly changed from the lead vocal as well as the background vocal. So the only thing we changed in this right here, like in the lead there was a flanger, in the background there was a flanger, but on this one, just as in the same thing with the Blue Pill, there was kind of like a doubler effect. So what we did was, this is a Wave plugin, it's called a doubler 2, and basically we used the preset basic doubler, and you just use that preset right there, and I'm going to show you exactly what this plugin does.
Late nights I'll wake you up. From nights you get too drunk. Late nights I'll wake you up. Late nights, straight up. Late nights I'll wake you up. From nights you get too drunk. From nights you get too late nights I'll wake you up. From nights you get too drunk. Late nights I'll wake you up. Late nights, straight up. Late nights I'll wake you up. From nights.
As you guys can clearly hear, that is what makes the major difference for this chorus effect. It's the doubler. So this is the tool right here. This is a Wave plugin. It's called Basic Doubler. You know what I'm saying? So copy that down if you have that. If you don't have this, because this is a third-party plugin, there's other things you could use in the Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? You could use a chorus effect, and I'm sure you could find one in there as well. But for sure, I know this will hit it on the mark, so this is the one I use. So that's basically it for the vocals. Now, to get this effect of the left and right pans, that was specifically, I specifically put in here because in the Blue Pill it had the same thing. So let's get into this.
Late nights calling, I'm out often. Late nights calling, I'm up often. Late nights, nighttime, satisfied. Late nights, do this every night.
So as you guys can see right here, there's a panning envelope. There's other things I could show you, but for people that use Fruity Loops only, stock plugins type stuff, I'm gonna show you guys how you can get the same effect. So basically what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna want to go to the mixer track that you basically have that vocal on. So for me, this is what I'm changing right here. So I put this on 14. So 14, what I would do is I go to the pan. This is where you usually would pan things. And you right click and you click on create automation clip. Now what that will do is that will bring you one of these empty panning envelopes, as you see right here. So all you want to do for this, for instance, say if I want on late night calling, I want it to be in the right or left headphone. What you do is you go late nights calling. So calling is about right here. So I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna right click. All right, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna create two to leave this in the middle at 50%. This at 53, but just know it's supposed to be 50%, straight down the middle. And basically you right click and then you left click and drag. So right here I want it to be in one side of the headphones. Now, as you guys heard that was on the right side of the headphone. Now I'm gonna right click again another spot and slide it down. So when it has the next couple words, it's going to be on the left side of the headphones. Late nights calling, I'm out often, and so forth. Late nights calling, I'm out often. Late nights calling, I'm up often. Late So as you guys can see, I just made this. It's pretty sloppy, but I did it pretty fast. So go ahead and listen. You're going to hear exactly what I'm talking about. And when you're done, you're going to want to bring back down to 50% so that the rest of your song that is on that mixer track is down the middle. Late nights calling, I'm out often. Late nights calling, I'm up often. Late nights satisfied. Late nights, do this every night. Stay up, kids. So as you guys can hear, that's how you get that blue pill effect, man. You already know how I'm rocking, man. Hey, make sure you follow me at Q.Rubo on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the Wave Gang, because we not playing, man, because we lit all the time, and all the time we lit. Make sure you thumbs up this video, man. Show me love, because the more thumbs up we get, the more videos come your way, man. I'm back on the grind. You already know how I'm rocking, man. I'm hungry, you feel me? I'm hungry, you feel me? So make sure y'all spam up them comments, man. Let me know what else y'all want to hear, man. And if y'all want to hear the rest of the song, it's going to be up on the SoundCloud. You already know how we rock. And if you want to be in this next SoundCloud reaction coming soon, make sure you read the description below to apply, to be considered. You already know how you're rocking, man. Hey, Dinuzzo.
I've been in this short since 1991. Straight up, meeny, more. I got 4 girls on call. If you want me now, then you can join the crowd. If you want me now, then point yourself on now.